Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a divine masculine reading. I am going to use my crown chakra singing bowl. So what I'm going to do is I have this Patreon that I started, and I'm going to have a couple of readings a week where I only offer those readings on Patreon, and so it will be like an extended reading. So I think today is going to be the day that I do the extended on the divine masculine reading, and I put it up on my Patreon. So you have to be a member and choose a tier. The first one is just additional readings, and the other tier is if you want access to weekly free live readings where I answer questions. Okay? My dog has been very needy lately, as you could hear. So I'm gonna try to, let's see what I can do here. Guess I'll just try to hold it right now. All right, so the energies I've been getting lately, I've been trying to figure it out because I haven't been thinking about my masculine more, but I've been being pulled back to that year where I was involved with my masculine, which was 2017, and like old feelings and like ways I felt with myself, and just I realized today it's like old neural pathways that don't have to be entertained but are trying to be entertained for some reason. So one could say it's like Mercury retrograde energy. We did end the retrograde, but I'm just feeling like maybe these things want to purge. Maybe we're moving beyond those feelings. Maybe there's a part of us that still hasn't worked out that stuff, okay? So I'm going to see where the divine masculine's at. I'm going to use Tarot of Dreams and my new Stay Inspired Oracle cards and see what are the energies. All right, so where's the masculine at mentally? Not going to do reversals here. We have Palace of Swords. Okay. And we have Temperance, which is like a beautiful card here with the rainbow. Okay, so we're, like I said, we're kind of balancing out, we're healing these old energies. I don't actually know what Palace of Swords is, so I have to look it up here. This deck is like new of mine, so let's see what it says for Palace. What is Palace? It's not King, it's not Queen, it's not Page, and it's not Knight. So let's see where it says for Palace of Swords. This card shows an environment that promotes clear thinking in the cold, crisp air. The structures rise above the obscuring mist that usually cloud our thinking and are built as observation decks for the purpose of efficient perception rather than luxurious living. That is the other thing. So, okay, this is really random, but I'm in this like brain retraining program, and I find out that I've sort of been catfished by a friend, right? It's a whole long story, but this person has been pretending to be someone else when they're actually someone I already knew. And it's been bringing up a lot about the pain of with my masculine was a lot of like illusions and breaking illusions and not knowing what to believe, the betrayal and the lies of thinking you think something is a certain way and finding out you're totally duped, and then you start questioning yourself and you start feeling like sort of a shame for other people's bad behavior, okay? And so but Abraham Hicks says to kind of sacrifice the truth for feeling good. So do you want to feel good or do you want to be in the truth? And so there's kind of like this balance of Do we just choose to feel good feelings regardless of whether it's illusion? Do we create our own reality, or do we want to be in the truth? Do we really want the truth? Because the truth can be very hard to deal with, and we are trying to manifest the life we want, right? Versus just the life that we think we just want to know the truth. So do you guys understand? I hope you guys understand what I'm saying here. Like, do we want to live in this clear 3D truth, or do we kind of want to live in this like illusion, this rainbow, happy, joyful feeling? Okay. So, all right. Let's see from the Stay Inspired cards, what else is coming up here? Comfort. Sometimes you just need a warm beverage, a good talk with a friend, a loving smile, a hug, and your outlook will change. I think like I've been noticing like my diet kind of slipping lately, and and I'm being kind of hard on myself because I feel like I'm kind of doing low vibrational foods and almost like addictive type patterns. And I guess like as a collective, maybe we're searching for comfort. We're searching to just feel good regardless of what that repercussions are. And I feel the masculine's looking for that too. Maybe it's because we feel so unsafe in the world. We're just looking for a refuge, a place to go. Okay. We have forever. You have a forever bond even if you haven't met them yet. You are not alone. Your soul is tied to your soulmate even before you meet them or know of them. Trust this bond with all your heart. They are yours forever. So what's interesting about this is that my masculine and I were crossing paths so much before we actually met. When I look back at like where he was these years, like just where I was going to a coffee shop on the street that he lives without knowing him, right? And so it's like this bond exists, whether it's almost like if a tree falls in the woods and you don't hear it, did it really fall, right? And so it's kind of like these things are happening despite you having even known about the connection. So I also feel like this is having faith and trust in the universe, that there's just so much beyond what we know. And also like that infinity energy, like if you're bonded or connected to something, nobody can change that. And that could give you that sense of comfort here too. I actually meant to pull more tarot cards, but we'll get to that in a minute. All right, we've got doors. Which doors will you open? Which doors will you close? It's all your choice. I feel like I pulled that yesterday, right? So we're trying to decide which way we're walking here. We're trying to decide which doors we want to close, which doors align, which rooms, which identities, which things align anymore with who we are. And the doors of our heart, do we want to open them? Do we have to open them, So there's a lot of, this is a good girl. She's kissing and not biting. There's a lot of decisions here. The artist, the doors could be significant to you in your connection. Healthy relationships are life's nectar, where you feel seen, heard, respected. Wait for them, demand them. Don't settle for anything less. Let them nourish you. They will bring you back to life. So I feel like what happens a lot of times on this journey is we find the masculine, or we find something that feels like, finally, it's right. This is the person that it feels right with. And then we find out there's a lie, or there's a betrayal, or there's something, and it's like we don't even know what to believe anymore. That's kind of the place I'm in lately. So let me know what you guys are feeling with that. I want to get a couple more tarot here, because every time you think it's the door, it's the right door. The universe, when you're on this spiritual journey, it's like a constant karmic lesson. It's constant like, nope, wrong door. And you're like, am I choosing the wrong doors? Are they choosing me? Okay. So let's get a couple more messages about that. We've got 8 of Wands. I've been getting, that the masculine wants to communicate all week. So I definitely feel like communication is coming, movement is coming, change is happening. Yep. And then I just pulled the Death card. So Scorpio energy, there is change happening. The masculine is having these revelations. The masculine is wanting to communicate things to the feminine. There's something brewing and changing within them. All right, let's get from the depths of the sea from Mystic Moon. If I could change the world. What other energies are here? got champagne, intimacy. You know, I pulled another champagne card the other day, and storms ahead. Some of you guys might feel like every time you're starting to be something exciting going on, there's starting to be a point where you really get close to someone, it's like this warning sign of like, nope, can't get close to them, something's gonna happen, okay? So that just might be a feeling of storms ahead. There could also be some storms in the masculines of life right now going on here. If soul contracts, yeah, school of fish, that to me is like the karmic energy. So it's like these constant karmic energies that just keep coming up. And I've been thinking, you know, what's the solution is to completely isolate. I mean, you could try to create a life where you're completely isolated, but then, you know, you're kind of just avoiding things. And then at the same time, you really can't ever be isolated, because even if you're not with things in your physical world, they're in your mind. So we kind of have to just play out these soul contracts, okay? We have moonlight, fated pathway. We've got soul contracts and fated pathway. I feel like the answer is just kind of letting things like play out, okay? So the masculine has these, you know, karmic energies where they just have to let it play out. You guys have to let it play out. I was gonna pull a card from this deck, and then I have this card that doesn't belong to this deck mixed in with it, songs, information. So you guys could be getting signs through music right now. Music could be huge, you know, with your journey right now, okay? Let's get from my pearls of wisdom, what are some other themes going on here? Shine. You are allowed to shine even if it makes others uncomfortable. So some of you guys could really be having battles where a lot of your struggle comes from like letting other people overpower you, and learning to just hold your own and be confident in who you are and not make any more apologies, and really find your confidence and your voice. And we've got self-reliance. Everyone's viewpoint is based on the lens through which they view themselves in the world. You don't always need to seek advice, seek within. So this is what I was kind of just telling you. I feel the collective is in this energy of like other people's energies, and these contracts are all just so overwhelming at this point. A lot of us just really want to isolate and be in our own energy. Okay, and that could be what's going on with the masculine too. I feel like the masculine has a lot of energies around them. They're having a lot of these tower moments, these soul contracts, and they're just getting to this point where they just want to go within. And I've been getting hermit a lot for masculine this week. Okay, guys, so I'm going to end the reading there, and I'm going to move over to my Patreon and do kind of a continued reading from that. See, you know, what are the more of the outcome energies with the masculine right now? What steps are they going to take? What's going to happen for the feminine here, right? So thank you guys for joining me. This is only going to happen twice a week probably, with the extra readings on Patreon. So it's not like you're going to miss out on a lot if you don't want to be part of my Patreon. But if you do, you'll just get a little added bonus. All right, thank you guys for being here. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.